Hi everyone, this is Dr.Safia and I'm back with the much awaited video regarding the questions about the DHA exam, and I got so many comments in my previous video asking me about various important things about the DHA exam and about the GP jobs in Dubai and many more things. So I thought it would be a good idea to answer in the form of a video because I can talk in more details rather than just replying each one individually via written comments. So here I am, and also this video will give you a way to the free DHA resources. That is, I'm giving out the DHA resources that I personally used for free. So if you want to find out how you can get that, keep watching the video. Also, if you're watching my video for the first time, do not forget to subscribe because I give useful, authentic information for the people who want to work in Dubai as doctors and also for the medical students. So I'm always here for help and I give out free information. So if you subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so let's start with our video. Okay, so I noticed that many of the questions were either about the DHA exam itself or about the jobs of the general practitioners, like GP jobs in Dubai. So I have decided to make a completely separate video about the GP jobs because it's a big topic and I don't want the video to become too long. So I will share my personal experience of how I got my job as a GP and many more things related to that topic, hopefully soon. Okay. Other than that, I am going to answer mainly the questions that were asked about the DHA exam itself. And I've actually prepared those questions. I've written them down here and I will answer them one by one. Okay, so our first question is, what is the difference between the MStrix and the DHA exam? Alright, so there's something called MStrix, which is now changed to EMRE, E-M-R-E-E. This EMRE exam is also similar in pattern to the DHA exam in my opinion and in my experience, because I've also given the EMRE exam before, but the purpose of these two exams is entirely different. So I think this is an important thing to talk about for those who are new to this whole to Dubai in general, because if you are coming from India or Pakistan or other countries and you don't know about the exams, then it's a good thing to clarify this. So EMRE exam is actually for the residency training program. So it is an exam which you don't just have to pass, but you have to score as high as possible in order to secure a place in the residency training programs. And other than that, you also need to give interviews. While the DHA exam is just an exam to give you it's a pass-fail exam, as I mentioned in my previous video, and this exam is just going to allow you to gain the license to practice as a GP, as a general practitioner. But the EMRE exam, as I mentioned, is for the residency training program. And if you want to know more about the residency training programs in Dubai, then I'm willing to make a video about it. Just leave that in the comments down below. If there is a demand, I will give you all the information about the specialization programs available in Dubai. All right. Okay, so moving on to our second question. Someone had asked me about the eligibility criteria of being able to give the DHA exam, because in my previous video, which was about the DHA licensing procedure, I had talked about it and maybe it was not as clear. So I would like to clarify for those who have not graduated from the UAE, you have to have 2 years of total clinical experience. That includes the internship. Okay, so that means 1 year of internship, and apart from that you need to have 1 more year of a job, independent job. It could also be part of the specialization program or any job in general. It should just be 1 year complete experience apart from the internship. So that will equate to 2 years of clinical experience, and if you have that, then you are able to give the DHA exam. While those who have graduated from the UAE, they just need to have 1 full year of internship experience, and that is it. They don't need the extra 1 year after that. Okay, hopefully I'm clear about it. All right, moving on to our third question. I will read it out. If I pass both PLAB 1 and 2 and have the GMC registration, am I exempted from giving the DHA exam? Can I get licensed to practice in Dubai in this manner? The answer is yes. If you have the GMC registration, then you are exempted from giving the DHA prometric exam. But still, you need the eligibility letter. This doesn't mean that you are exempted from the DHA eligibility letter, because you require this letter in order to get a GP job in Dubai. Okay, so if you want to find out how you can get this letter, it's explained in details in my previous video, which is about the DHA licensing procedure. I will try to leave the link in the description box below, and also you can check out through my channel in general, because I just have a couple of other videos uploaded. Alright, so you have to go through that whole process, just that you're exempted from the exam itself. Alright, so we will move on to our next question. Okay, so someone has asked me study material for DHA license exam and any exam related advice. So this is the part where I got an idea that I should share my DHA exam resources with you guys. So the ones that I personally used, I've got them in an email. So if you want me to share those resources with you, I'm willing to give it for free. You can leave your email IDs in the comments, and I will personally send you the email. And in general, if you don't, in general, I will give you the advice about the DHA exam resources. That is that it follows a pattern similar to the Saudi licensing exam, which is the SLE. So if you have any resources for the Saudi licensing exam, then you can prepare from that. And there are various groups on Facebook and WhatsApp that are sharing the resources for the exam. So you can try joining one of those as well. The other exam related advice I would give is that make sure that you're fully prepared. I know this is a very vague advice, and it's an obvious thing, but you only get 3 attempts, okay? And if you're not able to pass in 3 attempts, then you cannot think of becoming a GP in Dubai. You've given up on the chance. So that's why I think it's a good idea to only go once you're fully prepared. And honestly, the exam is not that difficult if you prepare well, if you use the recommended sources. And I don't know, there are no other advices that I can give you. If there is any specific exam related question that you want to ask, then sure, I can let you know about the pattern and about stuff. And it's just that it depends on your luck also, because in one day they have exams going on maybe 4 to 5 times. So you need to choose a timing when you know you are fresh, when you know you can fully concentrate. Don't choose a time which is early morning if you're not a morning person. Okay, so we are moving on to another question. Someone has asked me, if in case I don't get a job after the eligibility letter, do I need to give the DHA exam again after 1 year? No, you don't need to give the DHA exam again. That will be too much trouble, won't it? So you are able to renew your DHA eligibility letter after 12 months. But there is a condition that you shouldn't be out of clinical practice for, I think it's 1 year or 6 months. I'm not that sure about it. But yes, you need to be in touch with the clinical experience, which can be done in the form of clinical attachments. And then in this form, you are able to renew your letter. And I think there is a fees for it. Of course, nothing is for free. But I'm not sure about how much, because I never had to do this. And I know someone from personal experience, friends who had their DHA eligibility letters expired and they didn't find a job in 12 months. It's not because they didn't find the job, it's because they were not even looking for jobs, okay? They were into something else. They were trying to go for residency and all that. So in this case, they were out of the clinical practice, so they had to do some attachments. Maybe there will be some condition 3 months or 1 month, depends. And you do that, and once you're done, once you fulfill that condition, you will be able to renew your eligibility letter. And just in general, I want you to know, don't be negative about this, because it's not like maybe you won't really require to renew your eligibility letter, because 12 months is a long time. So as long as you're applying for the jobs, you're bound to get the job within this 12-month period. So don't worry too much. Okay, I'll have one last question. At first I thought I will not include it in my video because it's not going to be informative, but for the sake of answering the question, sure, I will include it. Someone has asked me, I passed Bachelor of Social Science. Can I apply for the DHA license? I don't have medical experience. So, as most of you might already know, the answer is no. You cannot apply for the DHA license because you need to have your medical degree for becoming a general practitioner, and you have to meet the eligibility criteria. So I'm sorry to say you cannot become a physician with your Bachelor of Social Science degree. Alright guys, so this was about it. I hope this was a useful video, and I'm hoping to continue making more informative videos for you guys. If you have any questions, you can leave that in the comments and I will try my best to answer all of you. And thank you so much for watching the video. Stay safe from COVID-19. Bye.